When it comes to interpersonal communication, there are distinct patterns and differences between how women communicate with other women, how men communicate with other men, and how men and women communicate with each other. Understanding these differences can help shed light on the intricacies of human interaction and improve our relationships. Let's start with how women communicate with other women who are friends. Women tend to place a strong emphasis on verbal communication, using language to express their thoughts, feelings, and ideas. They often engage in lengthy discussions that focus on emotions, personal experiences, and relationships. Through these conversations, they build connections and gain a deeper understanding of each other. Women are more likely to use tone of voice, facial expressions, and body language to convey their emotions and intentions. They are skilled at interpreting nonverbal cues and often rely on them to establish rapport and trust. This nonverbal communication includes gestures, eye contact, and subtle cues like nodding or leaning in. Sharing personal stories and offering emotional support are crucial elements of their interaction. Now, let's explore how men communicate with other men who are their friends. Men tend to prioritize actions over words, relying more on deeds and shared activities to build connections. They engage in competitive banter and often bond through shared experiences such as sports, hobbies, or work-related activities. This shared participation in activities is an essential part of their communication, as it allows them to establish a sense of camaraderie and trust. Men's communication style is often more direct and task-oriented, focusing on problem-solving and achieving goals. They tend to avoid discussing personal emotions and intimate matters, instead preferring to maintain a more surface-level conversation. Jokes and humor are common tools for them to establish a comfortable atmosphere and engage in friendly banter. When it comes to how men and women communicate with each other, there are certain dynamics at play. Men and women often have different communication styles and priorities, which can lead to misunderstandings if not recognized and addressed. Women value emotional connection and empathy, while men tend to focus on practical solutions and independence. In mixed-gender communication, women may use more indirect language and employ more qualifiers, such as maybe or kind of, to soften their statements and maintain harmony in the conversation. Men, on the other hand, may exhibit more assertiveness and directness in their communication style. These differences can sometimes create a mismatch in expectations and understanding, leading to conversations that miss each other's intended messages. However, it is important to note that these communication patterns are not universal, and there can be significant variations among individuals. Some men may exhibit more emotionally expressive communication styles, while some women may have a preference for directness. It is essential to recognize and respect individual differences and adapt our communication accordingly. Understanding these differences can help us navigate interpersonal relationships effectively. By recognizing the distinct communication styles of women and men, we can tailor our interactions to meet each other's needs. This means that women may need to be more direct and assertive at times, while men may need to be more attentive to emotions and receptive to discussion. In conclusion, understanding how women communicate with other women, how men communicate with other men, and how men and women communicate with each other is crucial for successful interpersonal relationships. By recognizing and respecting these differences, we can bridge the gap, allowing for deeper understanding, effective communication, and stronger connections.